For sure. Oh, yeah, that ain't no thing, bro. Might be in that bitch. I ain't got no friend.
This bitch stupid.
No, I'm talking
Might not
shit, but for
invite
real
too.
though, like
But anyway, go ahead.
I ain't. Yeah, I'm killing time. Like I can tell off rip if I'm really about to be serious about a bitch.
Yeah, you can really, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like this just for some.
I ain't gonna lie, that's how I was with Crazy Girl at first. Like, bitch, like, okay, like, bitch, I might can be up. But then just over time, it's like, bitch, I would be a fucking fool to.
To keep doing.
Bro,
I'm
and the
gonna
crazy
keep
thing
fucking
about
with you
it
for
is she
now,
be
but
asking me, she be like, why we won't just get us place together? Why we
see
won't?
what I'm talking
I
about?
say, bro,
Nah.
you really asking me that shit?
Yeah,
I say, bro, if I
for
move with you,
real.
bro, you're gonna have access to all my
Too
shit.
much.
And then who's to say I just come home warm you?
On the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The shotgun running play call. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
To throw, it's Cook. Defense is coming after him. Short throw complete to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. It's a big pickup after the catch, and more importantly, holds onto the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that 1st down and the 3rd down conversion.
And the Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Catch made on the right side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's got some room. Can he get there? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Offense in hurry-up mode. Keeping it on the ground here. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To throw, it's Wolf. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. 1st and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. Here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. It's sort of trying to make something happen. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He's going to score. This college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Miami offense back out onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here comes a handoff. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. Cade's looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. They're going to run it here. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Will he score here? Touchdown, Aggies. Still no answer for this offense. But they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Remember, last time, they looked for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Dropping back, it's Cook. Throws it to the right. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but a solid gain there in 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to scramble. Looking right. This one caught. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
The Hurricanes begin a new series here. 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. Finding some room with the 25. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Same tailback, another carry. Fighting him off. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nice 1st down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
The shotgun handoff here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Quarterback keeps the football. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, A&M. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with a touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Turner looking to make a play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First half clock, with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Cook. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it for a big gain. Excitement there in the final play of the first half. A great effort, but they get him down. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to start the second half. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Back in motion now. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to the left side, and it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge yards gained here.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. And now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside, and bulldozing his way through. The freshman brought down after a nice run. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. The quarterback's got it on the option. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And there's the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Football comes out. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. They'll try the option play here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd It's Wolf. The pass rush closing in. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Extra point try coming now. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. He's escaping the pocket now. Let's take a deep shot here. Catch made wide open way downfield. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. The Hurricanes will crank up the tempo.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Ball handed off. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
And that is an impressive run here by this back. Not only to be able to pick up those big yards, but what I love to see is the mental toughness. This guy put the ball on the ground the last time he had it. The coach doesn't shy away from getting the ball very next time out, and he delivers with a big gain.
Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First and goal, handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down and goal. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown for the U. See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can he make it? Finally steps out of bounds at the 9. That's where the offense will start. The offense set up with a great chance to score here. First and goal off that kickoff return. And they'll give it to the back. And they're able to get him down. It's second down and goal now for this offense. We'll try to run it with the option. He's swarmed by the defense. into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Long enough and good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And the kickoff will be a return. And the returner is brought down. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle, but first down. Cage looking to crank up the tempo a bit. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing, having a great day. But with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Going to try to use his legs here. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to pass. It's Cook. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Makes a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they'll set up with PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. You're late in the game. You got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Inside the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. You don't make it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. So the offense flexing and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw. It's Cook. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Miami. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Point after, not great through. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
And they'll stop him after a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense. Has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. You talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Single back, takes the handoff. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the option play. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. In Kirk Herb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.